In this video, we want to verify or confirm that the following statement is true, or in other words, that it's an identity. Pause the video, go ahead and try it. And of course, I would start with the left side and show that it's equal to 1. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Have it over here. Well, the only thing we can do here is to just perform the operations indicated. So we have a multiplication of two fractional expressions involving trig functions. So if I multiply this out, I'm going to have cosine of x times 1. And then I multiply sine of x and minus cosine of x also by cosine of x. So multiplying out the numerators, we get cosine of x plus sine of x, cosine of x, minus cosine squared of x. And then in the denominator, we go ahead and just multiply 1 plus sine of x times this expression here. So first what I'll do is I'll multiply everything in that second denominator by the 1 over here in the first denominator. And I'll get this. So I just get that denominator, so I'm multiplying by 1. Then I'm going to multiply everything in that second denominator by sine of x. So sine of x times cosine of x, sine of x times sine of x, sine of x times minus 1. And write out what I get. So now multiplying by sine of x, we have what we get over here. We get sine of x, cosine of x, sine squared of x, and then minus sine of x. And notice here I have a sine of x and a minus sine of x. So those cancel out. Let me just take them out of here then. This is gone. This one here. Cancels with this one here. So let's look at what we have left. So let's look at the numerator. We have cosine of x, sine of x. In the denominator we have cosine of x, cosine of x. And the top we have sine of x, cosine of x. We have it over here, sine of x, cosine of x. Now the numerator has this minus cosine squared here. So let's remind you here that in your basic identities, cosine squared x plus sine squared x is equal to 1. So we know that sine squared x then is equal to 1 minus cosine squared x. So that means that this sine squared right here that I have in the bottom here, this sine squared x, can be replaced by 1 minus cosine squared. So let me go ahead and just having a little room here, replace this sine squared of x, replace it by 1 minus cosine squared x. So here we have minus 1. So this minus 1 and this one cancel. So what I have left, I have minus cosine squared. So let me remove these. And we put it out here. So now this is minus. Just rewriting it here. Okay, instead of over here, just took it out here. So now what I have, numerator have a cosine of x, denominator have cosine of x. I have a sine x, cosine x on top, sine x, cosine x in the bottom, minus cosine squared on top, minus cosine squared on top. So these expression here is the same thing as this expression right here. That divides out, gives me 1. That confirms the identity. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.